everybody, so I'm back to share a few tidbits of information with you ladies. I was trying to have my camera set up so that I could show you guys what I had going on here. It looks like it's a little bit blurry. But in a nutshell, I left you guys off with all the trouble and stuff that I was having with my previous, more recent RE's office and such, and the RE and I actually had an opportunity where I did talk with him at length for maybe 30 to 45 minutes over the phone, about all my concerns and such. And of course, he was still apologetic and all that. And, so from that point, we just kind of, I decided, that for the time being, I'd give it a shot, whatever, with another medicated cycle with the clinic. But he preferred that I dealt with him on a more personal basis through email and telephone for him to set up my appointments and all that, jazz and what have you. So that's what we've been doing. So obviously we did one cycle medicated with Femera and timed intercourse. That was a big fat negative. That was actually the cycle, the same cycle that I actually had my HSG done and, found out my tubes were blocked and all that jazz. And he was able to reopen one of the tubes. That was actually on my right. And so this month is my second time using Femera, and we're actually going to move forward with doing the IUI with, insemination. And so I wanted to show you guys a couple of things. I am cycle day 13, and as you can see, I hope it clears up. I've been testing my OPKs and such. Let me see if I can get this right. You guys bear with me. Can you guys see that? Let's see if it'll clear up for me. It's not really wanting to clear up too much, but in a nutshell, if you guys can just tell, you see all my OPKs here at the top. We're a little bit light, and then actually this one right here is the one from last night. That one was sort of dark, but of course nowhere near positive. But these two here at the bottom are actually the ones I took this afternoon after I've already, I'm sorry y'all, let me fix it. After I'd already peed a couple of times, you can see that out of the bottom ones, that one right there was my positive one from this afternoon. And so I actually called the office and let them know about that. And then here's the other one that I actually took maybe like an hour later, and that one was after drinking, and that one's definitely positive because that test line there is actually darker than the control. And so we're moving ahead with done that, and I've done my trigger shot, and we're planning for insemination tomorrow. And another quick thing I wanted to be able to show you guys is part of my images from my HSG test. It's a little bit gray and such here. I'll see, and hopefully if it'll clear up any for me. But you guys can see here what you're looking at is this little like triangle type shape right here in the black. That's actually my uterus, and you actually see that this right here, that big black spot area in there in this little line, is where they had the tube into my cervix and injected the dye. And you see the dye and everything went into my uterus, but as you can see, it's all ballooned out and stuff there. And that's actually a cervical defect that I have from my cervical ectopic pregnancy that we had terminated closer to the beginning of last year. So he thinks that that's something that may be prohibiting sperm from being able to travel up into my uterus and such. So as I said, he did attempt to open my tubes on either side, because you can see the dye really wasn't trying to travel much of anywhere, but he was able to actually open my right side, which would have been this side on here. So I wanted to give you guys that little update, and like I said, as soon as I find out more information and know how my insemination goes, I will let you guys know about that. Thank you guys for hanging in there since I haven't posted in a while, but I will definitely see and talk to you guys soon. Later.